Welcome to Trojan TV. I'm Jack Denny.
And I'm Zeke Wallace. Graduation, spring football, and Powder Puff. These events all mark the end of the year, but one event stands out to Trojan students.
It's May at Jinx High School, and you know what that means. Finals are coming up, and stress levels are high.
Some students at Jinx High School, like Adel and Hatton, feel that finals are a stress point in the school year for various reasons.
It's been a little stressful just because it is the last month before my senior year, so I'm really trying to work hard to pay off for senior year.
At Jinx High School, the last week of school is a stressful time, and students are trying to cram as much as possible before finals start. Some students, like Aliana Hike, feel that some finals are unnecessary and shouldn't be taken.
For the main core classes, yes. Science, not so much unless you're going into something like anatomy or something that, like engineering or something that needs science to function. But math and language arts, yes, I do think that they are mandatory.
Meanwhile, students like Jack Teef find it difficult to fit in studying while also being involved in extracurricular activities.
Well, I mean, I gotta fit it into my schedule, cause you go to baseball after school, and then you got jobs, you got homework, you gotta do all that. And I'm just trying to fit it in between all that.
On the other hand, finals come easier to students such as Arian Azimi and Addie Gaylor.
I haven't been too stressed out. I haven't been thinking a lot about it. For the most part, my grades are pretty good. I like what they're at, but just having to maintain them, finals week coming up, so I know I do have to study a little bit just to maintain the grades I do have.
No, I feel like my teachers have prepared me really well, and I've kept my grades up throughout the year, so I feel pretty confident in them.
Reporting from Trojan TV, Aiden Lau.
Everyone agrees that hard work deserves some kind of award, and Jinx High School agrees with this sentiment, as they have established their own award system to honor students who have gone the extra mile. Earlier this month, JHS awarded freshman student Nikayla Adrian the Trojan's Choice Award, an award that is given to those who are nominated by their teachers for showcasing the characteristics of what the school refers to as a portrait of a graduate. Adrian was one of around 30 freshmen who are awarded this honor and is grateful to be rewarded for her efforts, as she has worked the hardest she can to be the best student she can be at her high school.
But I do study a lot, and I do try to maintain all A's, but I also try to bring everybody up with my leadership skills and just my strengths.
The year's coming to an end, and our
But I do study a lot, and I do try to maintain all A's, but I also try to bring everybody up with my leadership skills and just my strengths.
In order to be nominated for this award, students would have to exemplify characteristics of resilience, empathy, effective communication, and efficient problem solving. The Trojan's Choice Award ceremony is held at the end of every school year.
The year's coming to an end, and our 2024 class representatives are leaving. So with our beloved seniors going away, we need new students to step up to the occasion, like JoJo McCarthy, who will be our Superfans president next year. JoJo McCarthy is a junior, soon-to-be senior, and he is next year's Superfan president. JoJo was kind enough to tell us what it was like in the voting process to becoming a president.
Well, I guess it really started from day one, These people, they didn't vote for me for no reason, I had to create relationships and bonds.
JoJo told us what his plans were to keep the drink spirit alive with his new group of superfans.
And I got to keep the energy, I got a good group of officers like Ben Hathaway, Sam Hall, Addie Gaylor, Nina Vance, and, some cabinet members. But, what is, Superfans, it's not just the officers, it's everyone. That's the main thing. We got to be inclusive to everyone.
At Jinx High School, student-led clubs are very common. From drug-free youth to student council, there's something for everybody. But our senior club officers are leaving, and we have a new batch of club officers for next year, like Riley Sharp, who is a student council events coordinator. She told us what it was like being chosen to join.
Because it was a long process to get in, so I didn't know. I knew what to expect for next school year, but I didn't know if I'd get it. It was a very competitive position.
Riley told us how she plans to keep the Jinx tradition of excellence alive.
Make sure student involvement is a big thing focused on next year, because whenever more students around school are incorporated with their ideas, they feel heard and seen, and then overall the school just communicates better.
For Trojan TV,
We'll be
I'm
back
Zeke
with more Trojan TV after this short break.
Welcome back to Trojan TV. I'm Jack Denny.
And I'm Zeke Walls. Sometimes being at school is just for an education, but other times it is their life. Students at Jenks Public Schools who have been in Jenks from kindergarten all the way to where they are now are known as Jenks lifers. When reminiscing about their experiences at Jenks, these Jenks lifers believe that their experience going to Jenks for essentially their whole life has shaped both who they are as a person, what life has in store for them next after high school.
Being a Jenks lifer to me has been priceless.
All the stuff I do remember, it's always been good. I think it's better prepared me for college.
Growing up in Jenks Public Schools, I got a great, solid understanding of mathematics and reading, which I still have till this day.
To succeed in Jenks, to really stand out in Jenks, like academically, you're going to stand out well in college. Most of my friends are at Jenks, and I met all of them at Jenks. So I've always been glad I went here and got to meet all the people.
A time in the program of Jenks football that marks new traditions and new beginnings. The Jenks spring game was a success with new weapons and new coaches showing off before the upcoming season in August.
With this year's annual Powder Puff game completed and the seniors coming out on top, we look back to see what the players and coaches expected for this year's game.
It's spring here in Jenks America, which can only mean one thing. The annual Powder Puff game between the juniors and the seniors is about to kick off. And this year, it's going to be a good one. Powder Puff is a Jenks tradition, an annual flag football game where everything we know about football is turned inside out. Boys are cheerleaders, girls are players, and the actual football team are the coaches. The seniors have won 10 years in a row, and seniors Ella Ingram and Reagan Undernear are hoping to keep that streak alive despite losing last year.
The seniors last year took it really serious, and I hope that we take it as serious as them.
Yeah, last year we didn't get any touchdowns at all, so hopefully we just score once.
Head coach Landon Corwin is tasked with bringing the seniors home with a victory and is going at this year's game with a different approach.
I think practice more game-like situation. I think we practice too much like individual stuff, like team on air, not moving the ball. I think we're going to practice like scrimmaging a lot more against each other.
Senior quarterback Cameron Bacon is extremely excited for this year's game and has confidence in her senior counterparts.
Well, everyone played last year, so we have already a strong team. We're already all bonded together, and we want to win.
Although the seniors are preparing to come away with a victory, junior offensive coordinator Blake Bilby has faith in his junior class, but is using a more unconventional game plan in his inaugural Powder Puff game.
So definitely we want to pass the ball a little bit more than normal because we got a good group of quarterbacks, and hopefully we can get these receivers to catch a little bit better so we can throw the ball out. Junior
quarterback Adeline Hatton is nervous for her first Powder Puff appearance and the seniors' continuous winning streak.
I'm hoping they're not mean, and I'm hoping that they're not as good as we are.
However, junior Sophie Wilson has full confidence in her juniors and their talent.
I think just our athleticism will let us win. I think not knowing much, we still are going to win with our abilities. Yeah.
Reporting from Jinx with Trojan TV, Jack Denny. We'll be back with Trojan TV after this short break. Welcome back to Trojan TV. I'm Jack Denny.
And I'm Zeke Wallace. It's a new era for Jinx football, and former offensive coordinator Jay Wilkinson makes his return to the Trojans, and he's hoping to put another trophy in the case.
A new era is beginning in the world of Jinx football. Former offensive coordinator Jay Wilkinson is making his return to the staff after being in Arkansas for a little over a decade, and is excited about his future back in the best town in America.
Well, Coach Riggs called and said they had an opening, and so we were kind of looking for me to get back this way. Excited about the possibilities of bringing my son with me. He's going to be an 8th grader, and so I just sat down with Coach Riggs and had some conversations, and it just all worked out, and all the stars aligned, and we're at Jinx now.
Although Jinx football is great, Wilkinson was lured back by more than the gridiron.
The community, the support the community has, the kids. I mean, football is important in the school, and it's just kind of Jinx in general. I mean, it's just excellence in everything that they do, academics, extracurricular, and so you just always want to be at a place where football is important, and obviously it is at Jinx.
With Wilkinson's return, it marks a 3-month time period for his offense to grasp a new scheme, meaning that time is of the essence.
So that's why spring ball has been a big key, is for me to get to know the kids, obviously see the quarterbacks, see what their strengths and weaknesses are, and play more to their strengths, but also get a feel for what our offensive line, what they're going to be able to do up front, what our running backs feel good about doing, and then our wide receivers. And so I think, throughout the course of spring ball, we're just trying to figure out kind of what those pieces are, and then it's our job over the course of the summer to go back and kind of refine our offense to take advantage of the pieces that we have.
For head coach Keith Riggs, the addition of Wilkinson to his staff has not only spiked his excitement, but the excitement of his players.
He's a great football coach. I mean, there's a reason he's been successful, and so he's come in and hit the ground running, and our kids are really excited about the offense.
Wilkinson is inheriting a star-studded roster in his first season back at Jinx,
and is excited to use his shiny new playmakers.
Kind of nice that we're going to be able to utilize some of that talent that mainly has been on the defensive side of the ball. Guys like Sam Stone that people haven't seen a lot on offense coming over and getting some offensive reps. And like Samaj, moving him out to wide receiver is going to be a big help. And obviously everybody knows about KD and what he can do with football.
For Wilkinson, these next few months are of the utmost importance, with week 1 right around the corner.
We're just trying to get better every day. And so we've done that so far through 2 practices. Hopefully it continues throughout the spring. And then, like I said, we'll kind of regroup before we go in the summer and put a plan together in the summer and, have this thing really ready to rock and roll by the time August gets here.
Reporting with Trojan TV, I'm Jack Denny.
Students at Jinx High School are excited to get that last day of school and are already anticipating what they will do over the summer.
Students at Jinx High School are excited to get to that last day of school. Today, we caught up with students to see how they are going to spend their summer.
This summer, it's going to be a lot of football stuff, visiting some colleges, shadowing some careers, trying to figure out what I'm going to do in the future.
Lots of lacrosse, lots of football, lots of pool basketball, maybe some camping trips with the homies.
Not going to school every day. I'm planning on getting a job and hopefully going to the Bahamas. That's planned for the summer.
Work a lot, go on a couple vacations, go to Hawaii, camping, just have a good time.
Thank you for watching this edition of Trojan TV. I'm Jack Denny.
And I'm Zeke Wallace. Have a great summer.